I'm Dr. Dolores Seymour with Part 4 in this series of psychological self-help tools and techniques. And today we'll focus on happiness and how to make it happen. Let me ask you now, what is your definition of happiness? Actually, happiness is gladness and joy and contentment and satisfaction, pleasure, high spirits, all of the above combined. Let's learn how we can make this happen now. For example, singing an uplifting song. I stress the word uplifting. This is just one simple example of a technique that can make you happy. You always have a choice. Everything we do has a purpose and a reason. Some people wait for happiness to take place on their doorstep. They don't realize that if they act as though they are happy, they will make others happy, and therefore they will be happy as well. As I've stated previously, it's very important to understand that actions and feelings go together. Therefore, by regulating the action, which is under the direct control of our will, you are indirectly regulating the feeling, which is not under direct control of the will. So right now, why not list some of the actions that you can take? That would be your challenge for today. Write it down, because remember, you act, you feel, therefore you are. So now, just write down positive actions I could take right now, and then fill in the blanks. And again, your challenge for today is to find as many actions as you can in order to think, to feel, and therefore to be. Moving on, do you really believe that people who smile and laugh a lot have perfect lives with no problems? Do you look at them wistfully and wish that you could be happy also? Guess what? You can. Those people are choosing to be happy regardless of what's going on around them. Even in extreme circumstances, death, taxes, cancer, to name just a few. We can choose to be, and this is very important, we can always choose to be positively sad as opposed to being negatively depressed. And there is a difference, absolutely a difference. In the final analysis, we are all responsible for our own happiness. Now, one could try not using the tools and the techniques that I teach you, and guess what? That also works, except it works in reverse. For example, fear is a thought. It's not a feeling, because first it's a thought, and then it becomes a feeling. So you can dig up that thought right now, like a weed, and replant the seeds of faith and courage and success and happiness in that fertile soil of your subconscious mind. You know that great Roman philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, stated, "One's life is what one thoughts make it." And America's Emerson said, "A man is what he thinks all day long." That was before women's rights. The thoughts you entertain in your mind actualize themselves in physical conditions, otherwise known as feelings. So it's up to you. You can choose to entertain negative, depressive thoughts and create more of the same, or you can choose to entertain positive, inspiring, creative, radiant thoughts and reap the harvest. It's your merry-go-round, and only you can choose the music. Happiness is here and now. It's not someday. It's not, I'll be happy when I meet someone. It's not, I'll be happy when my children are all set. It's not, I'll be happy when I get that job. It's not, I'll be happy when my husband or wife stop drinking. Happiness is not tomorrow, it's now. So decide to be happy and choose to be happy now by taking actions in order to control the feelings. Remember, you think, you feel, you are. Again, we don't smile because we're happy. We're happy because we smile, right? So let's all smile right now. It's really easy. Even if you don't feel like it, it's really easy. If you really don't feel like it, do this. Take your fingers and, open your mouth and show your teeth, and then leave it there, and you're smiling. This is not theory, this is fact. Now remember, you don't have to feel like it, you're just choosing that action so as to be in charge of the action, which is in direct control of the feeling. So now if someone refuses to smile, what are they doing? They're sitting there and they're saying, no, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like smiling. Well, the answer is they're making a choice. That's okay for them. They're choosing unhappiness. Only when we make a deposit into life will we reap the rewards of life. And we'll reap the quality of life in proportion to the quality in which we plan. So now I'm going to give you the recipe for happiness. Take equal parts of faith and courage. Mix it well with a sense of humor. Sprinkle it with a few tears. And add a big helping of kindness to others. And then bake it in a good-natured oven. Dust it with laughter. And last but not least, scrape away any self-indulgence and serve with generous helpings. Finally, you and I have the freedom of choice. We all have the freedom of choice. We can choose to react, or we can choose to be in control. And let me remind you, there's nothing wrong with being in control of ourselves, as long as we remember not to try to be in control of anyone else. Freedom of choice means just that. It's free to choose to turn problems into challenges that we turn into creative opportunities of success. And it's free to choose to turn those so-called failures into stepping stones of success. And to say, so what? When failure knocks at your door, open the door, welcome it in, and face it with courage. And turn it around and smack it in the face, or wherever, with one happy success after another. This is Dr. Dolores Seymour. I'll see you next time with part 5 in this series with many more psychological tools and techniques whereby your life is not in control of you, but you are in control of your life.